Hey, what's up, guys? The plan today is to test this bottle. Yesterday it's the one that we tested those seals with, and it was reading 2500 psi, but we're gonna check it first just to see what kind of pressure it's putting out. So I don't know what kind of fire rates we're going to be able to get with it today, but we'll just have to see. Not doing something right. Okay, yeah, and this gauge is saying 2500 psi as well. So we're going to call it at that. Yeah, one of the reasons that I wanted to do yesterday's test, other than Grok lying about offering me $20 to do it, that was weird, was that I planned on making a shooting video, and with this bottle, but I got worried about those seals in particular, so that is just what happened. I might have an issue getting this off, so well, I had to drain all of the air, and I've got that bottle pumping up yet again. I think what happened is that I noticed that there wasn't one of my shims in here. And these flex regulators, these are some of the first ones that were made, so I don't know if they ever fixed this problem. But if you look, the pan sticks out beyond this rim here. So, I mean, it's not a good design. They should have cut it down below that. But anyway, yeah, I think that because it didn't have a shim and it was bottoming out in there, you can see I've got a shim in there now. It just held it open when I was trying to drain the air out of it. So, not a big deal. However, when I do get it filled back up, we're just going to put it straight on the gun. I'm going to show you that it's got 2500 psi, and we're going to get to shooting. Okay, there's our output pressure, and we got a full bottle. Now this is going to push us into supersonic territory, so we got some ear pro. And once we figure out what it'll do, I'm going to shoot some wood with it, so that's what this is for. Now, one thing about these high pressures, the higher the pressure you go, let's compare this to like 1000 psi output. Okay, let's pretend this is our capacity gauge, and let's say it's at 4500. Well, I tell you what, we could do that right now with this one. So it's at 4500, right? Now, for that needle to move over to 2500, that's not really far. But to go to 1000, that's a lot further. Because you're putting in, to make things worse, you're putting way more air into each shot at 2500 psi than you're doing at 1000. And from all the testing that I've done, these max out at 1150 feet per second, right there at the speed of sound, right there at the sound barrier. All right, so first up, I just want to shoot some singles with the pulse of 7 into that wood and see what kind of penetration we get. Okay. I don't know if you could see the gas coming off of that. So this is a piece of old pine shelving board that was just, you know, scrap. It's almost going through right there. Let me turn on some other light. So I don't know if you can see right there where that's cracked, and that's cracked. So now we're going to try to see what we can do full auto. Now, Bruce is the high power guru, and he says he doesn't shoot more than about 1,500 rounds a minute. I'm going to just go ahead and bump this up to 2,000, and we'll start with a pulse of 2 and just see what happens. Let's put some paper up. So nothing. Now that's probably because the solenoid is, it needs a little more juice. Then 2 milliseconds would go up to 2.5. Oh. And we weren't on full auto. So I will go back down to 2 to just see if it's able to open it. Nope. 2.5. A little bit. 3. Okay, that was real rough. So that's at 2K. 3.5. Let's go with 4. That is not 2,000 rounds a minute. There might be a sweet spot in here somewhere, though. I was wondering what it would be like to just go well above what I thought it would do. So we'll end up there. This is 4.5. 5. Maybe that is 2,000 rounds a minute. I'm just not used to it. I wonder if that's the case. Because, I mean, it sure does sound like it. Let's go up to 3,000 and bring our pulse down to 3. 4, 5, 5.5. It's not liking 3,000. Let's just go up to 7. Oh, it likes that. Let's check our air. So we're still good on air. So 3,000 at 7, it likes that. Let's go up to 4. At 5, 4,000 rounds per minute, pulse of 5. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. And now we're just going to shoot some wood. This is ridiculous. All right. Got my earplugs. Got to adjust this helmet. I got a bigger head than I used to have. That's weird. All right. Oh, this is awkward. Let's see. Got 543 on the counter. That seems about right as far as what it sounds like. It was full. It sounded like it was dropping off in power. Yeah, we are at just over 1,000 PSI. So that is done. Let's take a look at the carnage. I did not think that that was going to do anything. I thought maybe we'd get like 1,000 rounds a minute at a pulse of 4. The horror. Hold on. Now, the reason that we're probably seeing babies is that's from where it got to be lower pressure, but a lot of these babies, there's babies in front of them. That's pretty wild. I had some up here. Why did we get babies up here? I don't know. We did. So, yeah, I would call that a success. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it warrants more experimentation, I guess. I don't know. You guys can certainly do it now. Yeah, I think that it just all boils down to those new seals. See where this baby got hit by another one? Bap. Guys, I was walking back inside and I had a theory on why there's so many babies up here and just all over. And I said, well, you know, it could be because there's so many babies coming out of there and there's babies bouncing back. I'll bet there's babies that are bouncing back, getting hit by babies on the way to the target. So I dug one out of there and I was like, well, if that's the case, it will have been shot. So that's definitely what happened to this BB. Later.